Thank you for joining us. And I'm so excited about today's gathering because we have Coach Maria. Now, Coach Maria was one of the very first, very first GOGI girls. And there are so many topics that we can discuss, but I'm actually going to let her decide what she wants to share with you. So let's take a listen.
Hi, how are you? I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Coach Taylor.
Coach Maria, I'm so happy that you were able to log in and join us. Now, this is going to be recorded and played on tablets in a couple thousand prisons and jails. And there's a potential of possibly as many as 1 million people seeing it. We're also going to upload this to our YouTube channel. And so individuals who want to see what the prisoners are listening to and engaged in, they're going to be able to see it too.
Awesome. That sounds wonderful.
So I'm so happy you could join us. And you have a daughter there in the background, so we may hear a few little giggles, things like that. Yes. So if you need to tend to your daughter, know that family first, and you're just going to go take care of her, and it's not a problem. So even if she sneaks in camera, that's not a problem too. Your first main role is to raise your daughter, and secondarily is to make sure that we get a wonderful podcast for our listeners. So just know that it's okay if she starts squealing, giggling, or needing.
Okay. I'm sure that's going to happen.
And that's okay. That's life.
Okay.
There are so many topics that you and I can discuss because we've known each other since, was it 2008?
Yes.
And where and how did we meet? Just so we can lay the foundation for this conversation.
Well, we met while I was incarcerated at CRDF, which had the GOGI Campus at that time. And I was fortunate and blessed enough to be able to become a part of that GOGI Campus. It really changed my life. It helped me to see things differently. It taught me so many things. The most important thing that I remember when I woke up and started to realize the GOGI tools were working and they were real, all I had to do is take action, was when I realized that I was the boss of my brain.
In the campus, Coach Maria, you did not welcome me with open arms.
No, I was a little hesitant at first, of course, because being in a situation when you're an incarcerated individual, you're probably not the happiest individual, first of all, and you tend to look at people in a different way, of maybe not trusting them very much. And I remember feeling that way when I did get into the campus, and I remember seeing Coach Taylor. And we didn't really talk to each other at first.
Let me reframe that. You wouldn't talk to me.
Right. I kind of kept my distance, for a while because I was not used to the concept of people literally wanting to help another and not expecting anything in return. I didn't understand that concept. It's one of the concepts that GOGI taught me. And after I was there for a while, I remember getting closer to Coach Taylor, physically closer, because I would always stay far away in the campus. And I just remember her saying hi, and I said hi. And I just kind of felt that I was in a safe place. I knew I was in a safe place, better said. I knew I was in a safe place, and that Coach Taylor and everybody involved in the GOGI Campus was there to benefit me and help teach me who I really was and the strength that I possessed inside.
I love that. And I love that you didn't just jump in and say, I'll trust somebody. I love that trust was earned. It wasn't just given.
Yes.
You watched, you were careful, you used discernment, you watched the evidence. And once the evidence was there, then you could open up your heart.
Yes, absolutely right.
Yeah. And I think that's why to this day, right now we're filming it, it's the end of 2025. You and I have been in constant communication since 2008 or 2009. What was it?
2008.
2008.
Actually, late 2007, early 2008 until like May.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have a long history. We've been through a lot together. You've watched GOGI grow. You've watched us get funding. You've watched us be denied funding. You've volunteered. You've utilized the tools in every single employment you've had. You've used it throughout your life. If you had just a conversation with up to 1 million incarcerated individuals and people who watch us on YouTube, what would you want them to know? Because I don't want to tell stories that I mean, there's 20 years of our life together.
Right.
I want you to tell the story that you would want to hear if you were sitting in an 8-foot cell on a 2-inch mattress. I want your voice to reach out to individuals that are in the same position you were in. What topic do you think can help them the most?
Wow, that's a really huge question. And so many ideas came to mind when I'm hearing you speak. And for me, I think I would want everybody to know, and they do know to a certain extent already, okay? But everybody to fully comprehend and embrace the fact that not everybody is going to like what you're doing. There's going to be people.
When you want to change, when you want to start making positive decisions,
yes,
everybody is your cheerleader.
Yes, not everybody is your cheerleader. And because of certain backgrounds that incarcerated individuals come from, it could be very easily to want to just throw in the towel. But keep going, keep pushing, keep identifying with the different GOGI tools, identify with being able to know that you are in control of your own mind and always have been. It just hasn't felt like we had control because of situations that we've had to endure growing up. You know, a lot of us endured many different traumatic, this darn fly keep flying around.
Yeah, we don't see the fly. We just see your hand waving. So we think
okay. We've all experienced different traumatic situations that in the beginning our momentum may not be so strong. But the more that you keep going and the more you start believing in yourself and utilizing the GOGI tools at whatever space you're in your journey, if it's in recovery or if it's in just rehabilitation or just to getting to know yourself, the tools can help you understand that you've had it all along. You've had the ability and the capacity all along. The beauty of GOGI is that they've been able to label the different types of tools, and we can receive that name, you know, belly breathing, 5-second light switch, you know, all the different tools. The one that resonates with me, and I mentioned earlier, is boss of my brain. You know, but we have forgiveness. We have so many different tools. Oh, I'm that darn fly. You're going to have to edit all that fly stuff, Coach.
No, we're going to leave the fly in because
he's bothering me. But you know,
it's real life, Maria. We get bothered. You know, we set things up the way we want them to be set up. We do our very, very best. And then a fly flies in your face.
Yes.
And your daughter is playing loudly. That's just life. And that's
real life.
Yeah, that is real life. And that is why the GOGI Life tools are so invaluable.
Yes.
They do help you navigate real life. Yvonne, why don't you come on camera? Can you say hi to me, Yvonne? Hi, Yvonne. How are you?
Good.
How old are you, Yvonne?
6.
Oh, I thought you were 7. I thought you were older. Yes. You look like you're so smart and you look like you're 7, but you're only 6.
Did you have a birthday? Yeah, who came to your birthday at the party that Grandma had for you?
Okay. I mean, Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty. Oh my gosh. Do you love Grandma? A lot or a little?
A lot.
A lot.
Her Grandma Debbie had her a party at her house.
Ah, wonderful.
And Hello Kitty showed up.
That is so wonderful. Yvonne, I sure like that you came onto the camera to see me.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
You're going to
Can
listen.
you see yourself right there, Mama? Can you see?
Look at how pretty you look. I like your hair. You have bangs like I have.
Yeah.
I know. I like your bangs.
Oh, Coach Taylor, you're learning how to speak Spanish in school.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not? Oh, okay. I thought you were.
Coach Maria, you know, there are flies,
There
are children. I have a feral cat that's making some noise back here. How valuable are your GOGI life tools when real life happens?
They've just become a part of me, you know, like a natural part of daily life. And I can be using the tools without even knowing I'm using the tools because I've believed in them so much. You know, there's just so much with the GOGI tools that have helped me, that have sustained me. You know, it's a better word. They have sustained me through the tough times, through the good times, through the not knowing times, you know, because we all are faced with that on a daily basis, the not knowing of what the next moment holds, you know. But when you have support from an organization such as GOGI, there's nothing that can compare to it, because literally everybody that you're in contact with or write to or they come to visit you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, we understand. We've been there. And not all of us are the same, but we do have so many different beautiful pieces to us that connect. You know, GOGI students all over, you know, the institutions can connect to each other. Even if it's just in the form of knowing that someone is not judging them, that someone is literally taking the time and they have the desire to want to help educate us to do better, to be better. You know,
Coach Maria, people are going to watch this and they're going to say, yeah. She has no idea what I've been through. Would you mind? I don't list all your traumas because it would be far too long. We don't have 4 hours. But
yes.
Just so they grasp, who were you when you got sent to CRDF, Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, Century Regional Detention Facility, Linwood Jail, as they call it? Who were you the day before you got into the GOGI Campus, which was that segregated module of 24 women who were building out the GOGI life tools?
Yes.
Who were you and what traumas had you experienced before you decided, you know what, this GOGI thing might be worth my time? Who were you?
I was on my way to committing bigger and bigger crimes as I went along. I was actually born in prison, so my background...
You were born in prison. Your mother was in prison when she gave birth to you.
Yes. And I didn't have either of my parents, so I was raised by a maternal grandmother who didn't have the necessary tools to raise me properly. So she raised me as she raised my mother, as I'm sure she was raised herself, with a lot of verbal abuse and physical abuse. And when that happens to a child, I know now, I didn't know at the time, it really does something to the mind and to the spirit and to the whole being of the child that I still will always say is not the child's fault. And it's funny because we grow up and we become a child victim, and then we grow up and we become the perpetrator, because we're supposed to all of a sudden understand, when we turn 18, that this is the way things go. That's why I truly believe that GOGI should be in all the schools ahead of time so that children can learn the GOGI tools. But I can't even tell you where I really was. I just knew that I was living my life in addiction. I had no control over it whatsoever. I just lived life as it came to me, and I wasn't making very good decisions at all. I wasn't choosing the best people to be around, and I really didn't seem to care for myself very much. That's who I was at that time when I entered the GOGI Campus. So it took some unlearning, a lot of unlearning, to understand who I was. And through the GOGI tools, I was able to learn that. What I love about GOGI also, it's kind of like at your own pace. You get to sit with the tool that you like or that you don't like, and you want to discover, well, what makes it work for other people. And what I love are the questions when you study the GOGI tools and you're asked, if you would have used this tool, what could have happened differently? And every time it's like, oh my gosh, everything would have happened differently had I known these simple tools that can change your life when you put them into action.
Well, you're in the tools now, and clearly you've orchestrated a life that is enviable. You're sober, you're sane, you're happy, your growth spiritually. You obviously have a daughter who loves you. You get to chart your own course. That's a big stretch for someone who's sitting in a jail cell or sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. That's a big stretch, but I've seen it in you. I saw it in you. As a parting thought, what can you tell that person who's saying, yeah, it'll never happen for me? Because there are many people behind bars who say it'll never happen for me. Not the way I was raised, but you were born in prison. Not with my addictions, but you were addicted. Not with my criminal thinking, but you knew that's how you were raised.
Yes.
What do you have to tell the listener about their own ability to craft the life that they never thought was possible?
You got to go in to get out.
Simple.
I mean, there isn't no better words to say than we have to go inside to get out. And Coach Taylor has taught me through the years that there are treasures within us if we can just take a deep breath and listen and be still and know that we have everything that we have always needed since the day we were born. And it doesn't get easy. Sometimes life will bring you tragedies, but you have to move forward. We have to, because we are teachers as well. Because every time an aunt or an uncle or a grandpa or a grandma or a mom or dad get out of jail and they turn their lives around and they have tools such as GOGI to offer others, we become teachers. We become teachers to our younger family members, to the community, and we can keep on moving forward. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. Some mistakes are greater than others because we had no tools. But now that we do have the tools, those mistakes don't have to be made anymore. And the beauty is that we can give that to other people, especially the younger ones.
I love that. And I know your vision is for GOGI to be in the schools so that no one has to suffer the traumas that you experienced. And that is our goal, that our students get that, they see that, and once they're released from prisons and jails, they find a way to start teaching their children.
Yes.
Their children then are raised with these tools. I see GOGI planet for 300 years. I just wish I could live long enough to see that happen.
Yeah. It's just teaching us, helping us learn how to think and understand our power within.
I love that so much. I am so proud of you. And I know that our time together is going to be very valuable for somebody who's teetering on the thought that maybe life is more than their next to rest, or than their C-file, or than the prison of their own mind. And I love that you are able to share your journey, because it is proof that it is possible.
Yes, of course, it's possible for each and every one of you, each and every one of us. It's possible.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Love you dearly. I love the text messages you send me. We've remained close to all these.
Yes.
And it's been just a wonderful journey for me to observe. So thank you for including me in that.
Thank you, Coach Taylor, very much. I love you and GOGI so much.
I love you, darling.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us. I know you are going to replay this over and over again, because Coach Maria has so many beautiful morsels of wisdom to share with us.